Humans, I'm your herald of the god. That wasn't crisp, but come look at it. Look at it. Now look at me. And welcome back to the Culture Guys channel with your boy Mike. So, the first ever Monday Night Raw on Netflix. It's in the books, man. Monday Night Raw, of course, if you don't know by now, is on Netflix officially. I love it. And man, last night was crazy, man. Actually, it was crazy for reasons that I didn't expect. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, it really wasn't that over the top crazy. You know what I'm saying? Some of the shit I expected, like Roman Reigns beating Solo Sikoa, I knew that was going to happen. But, you know, I knew The Rock was probably going to be there making an appearance. You know, I knew that The Undertaker was going to make an appearance. I knew that John Cena was going to make an appearance. Like, these are the big names that draw a crowd that people still want to see. You know what I'm saying? So that part didn't surprise me at all. I knew the main events that were going to happen, you know, were going to go down. You know what I'm saying? The Seth Rollins and CM Punk fight, I knew that was going to happen. You know, so a lot of shit. And the fights and the matches were actually decent. They were good. It was like a regular Monday Night Raw match. I expected, and I think a lot of people expected it to be over the top, for real, like a lot of crazy shit. I've seen crazy matches, you know what I'm saying? Carmelo Hayes, you know what I'm saying? That's my guy. Like when he gets down, like, yo, those matches are fucking incredible. I thought they were going to have something like that, but it sounded like the big names, you know what I'm saying? Liv, you know what I'm saying? Rhea Ripley, you know, those people had matches and to satisfy the crowd and to bring Monday Night Raw onto Netflix for the first time. So I was, for the most part, satisfied, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't disappointed in nothing. But the biggest surprise, y'all, the biggest surprise, and I know you probably see it all over your timeline by now, is Hulk Hogan getting booed. And from what I know, or from what I've heard, is this isn't the first time Hulk Hogan has been booed coming out in the last decade or so. I've heard he's been booed before. I haven't seen it and I haven't witnessed it. And I damn sure don't remember him being booed like this. And by the way, this is the largest crowd I think they've had on Monday Night Raw in Monday Night Raw history, period. And with it being a very special night, a historic night for the WWE, for you to come out to boos, that's not good, bro. That 50,000+ people in the arena, and God knows how many tens of millions of people watch this thing. And you were once upon a time the number one wrestler that carried the entire industry. But we'll get to something. Icons fall from grace. We'll get to that in a second. But man, look, and I don't want to ramble on this shit because I'm a big wrestling fan, and I don't know if, you know, a lot of my viewers are wrestling fans, but I'm a big wrestling fan. And I started this channel out with saying that I was going to do wrestling reviews and wrestling content. But what I've learned is I don't have enough time right now. And there's so much I want to say when it comes to Monday Night Raw and SmackDown and the you know, the events that happen once a month, that I could not fit it in these videos. So we'll get to it. But the man came out and he was promoting the All-American beer or some shit like that. And from the moment that he opened his mouth, the entire arena started booing him. Crazy. There's a few things I never thought I'd see in this day and age. This is one of them. Hulk Hogan getting booed in a WWE arena is something I never thought I'd see in my wildest dreams. If you told 10-year-old Mike, hey, one day Hulk Hogan is going to get booed, like genuinely booed, not because he's a heel, like he's a heel in real life, for real. Like he ain't just a heel like in the ring. You know, there's so much shit that Hulk Hogan has done over the years. And I think that what has really killed him is his reputation, for real. You know what I'm saying? And I know these wrestlers all have dirty pasts, and not all of them, but they have things that they had to do because wrestling's a dirty business behind the scenes. But Vince, I mean not Vince, but we don't even want to talk about Vince. Like I have a whole fucking video prepared for him. But Hulk Hogan, way too loyal to Vince back in the day, to the point where, and I get it because this industry and the business was riding on him and Vince. And he was Vince's cash cow. You know what I'm saying? He was Vince's main star, main attraction. It just was what it was. So of course he's gonna be loyal to Vince. But he did some foul shit. He was snitching on all the wrestlers in the back that were trying to get stuff done for the safety and protection of themselves. He would run back to Vince, and Vince would shut that shit down every single time. You know what I'm saying? There's so many stories that have come out over the last, all these wrestlers now, the retired wrestlers, they have podcasts now. And a lot of them shoot on Hulk, or Terry, should we call him? You know what I'm saying? A lot of them shoot on him and talk about the foul shit and the dirty shit that he did over the years. Booker T is an infamous video with him talking about what could have happened had Hulk had done some dirty shit. But apparently Booker T and Hulk Hogan have been friends for years. You know what I'm saying? Which brings me to my next point. Hulk Hogan. Why are they booing Hulk Hogan in this venue? Beside the lies, Hulk Hogan is a racist. And not just a behind the scenes closeted racist, which is what he's been technically. The behind the scenes shit that exposed him to be a racist, in that audio, there's an audio that's out there. If you haven't heard it by now, which I'm sure all of you have, you need to go listen to it. It came out in 2015. In that audio, he's a self-proclaimed racist. He says it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I am racist to a degree, And I don't know who the fuck he's talking to, but she's like agreeing with him. And maybe because she knows she's recording him, and maybe she's just going along with him to keep him talking. But I heard this audio back when it first came out, back when I guess he went to court for some shit, his sex tapes and all that. Yeah, there's some sex tapes out there with Hulk Hogan, which back in the days before social media was a big thing. Yes, I saw the Hulk Hogan sex tapes, and it sounded like some cuck shit, like it was his best friend's wife. And even in the beginning of the video, I remember the dude, his best friend, is like, his wife is in the bedroom and Hulk Hogan comes in, and like his best friend is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, yeah, Hulk, man, y'all have a good time, have fun, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll be right outside. You know what I'm saying? On some real cuckold type shit, man. It was weird. But Hulk has been into some wild shit. Now Hulk is, I don't know how much he's worth, but I'm sure it's several $100 million. And, I think it's funny how it's sad, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to look up to a lot of these wrestlers growing up, and these heroes and these icons, Puff, a lot of these guys, and they have been just guilty of some of the most diabolical shit. You know what I'm saying? Just some of the most foul shit. And I truly believe that they get up and start making so much money and start moving around in a way that's just like, I'm untouchable. Like, I can say and do whatever the fuck I want. Yeah, I'm a racist, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, fuck these, you know what I'm saying? And he was just going in, bro, because his daughter, Brooke, at the time, she was gang. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, Brooke, they had a reality show back in the day. And Brooke Hogan was like, she was down with the rappers and the ball players and shit. I mean, I don't know if she was being passed around or not, whatever. But like, she was in, you know what I'm saying, in our culture for the most part. I'm sure she knew her dad was racist, but he's one of the biggest stars on planet Earth. The way The Rock is now, or The Rock in his prime, is what Hulk Hogan was back then, for you kids that don't know. And we looked up to him, man. He was the biggest. Pause. Before The Rock came along, before John Cena came along, it was Hulk Hogan. If there's a Mount Rushmore, not a Mount Rushmore, but like the biggest WWE or WWF stars ever, because he helped start WWF. Hulk Hogan is it. But I can't fuck with this shit no more. Like, I can't. He's an afterthought to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I didn't have a bunch of Hulk Hogan stuff growing up anyway. Like, my favorite wrestler was like Macho Man and, you know what I'm saying, the Ultimate Warrior. But Hulk Hogan, man, he's worn out his welcome, bro. If you haven't watched it and you got Netflix, go watch it just to see him get booed, man. Actually, there's clips of it on YouTube, but and then he's trying to promote his fucking beer and all this other shit. But one thing I always say about wrestling, that it is the most unique art form or piece of or form of entertainment on planet Earth. It is the only art form that is its entertainment value is based week to week on what we think, on what the audience thinks, on what the crowd thinks. They literally will shift their storyline halfway through the storyline if the audience is going one way or the other. That's how it's always been. It's an art to it, which is why hats off to Triple H, hats off to The Rock, hats off to everybody that's on the board that's running shit right now, because y'all, without Vince, have been running this shit. And yeah, we've had some low lights here and there, but for the most part, you've been keeping this train running. And as a wrestling fan, I'm still excited every week to see what's coming down the pipeline, you know? But Hulk Hogan, hey man, get him out of here. As far as the culture is concerned, no sir. I don't give a fuck how many rap songs Hulk Hogan says he's listened to over the years. I don't give a fuck if he's friends with Booker T. My dude, like, behind closed doors, man, we know what it is. And you have no shame, because in that audio, you were just like, yeah, this is who I am. Yeah, I am. You know, I can see. And he was just using the word like, dude, it's like, it's part of his vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure no one behind the scenes have said anything, but it lets me know part of the reason why a lot of the wrestlers have a lot of hatred towards him is probably because they already knew. Do you know what I'm saying? But, you know, again, him being friends with black people doesn't mean he's still not racist. So you guys can take that how you want. I'm not fucking with Hulk Hogan like that no more, for real. I mean, I never really was ever since I heard about the racist shit. But you can take that how you want. You know what I'm saying? He's still a WWE legend in his own right. I just don't think they're going to have him out there in front of a crowd no time soon. I'll see y'all in the next video. You better pull up on me. Don't do it for me. Do it for the